Hello, English 112, Haywood Community College students. This is Miss Robinson, and it's good that we are all back on a full week schedule, maybe with or without snow. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. I just rhymed that and I didn't even mean to. How exciting. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this week, and I look forward to reading everybody's Dickinson reading responses. Dickinson and Whitman, they're two of my favorite poets. And so as we kind of go through the course, we'll do some different literature pieces and build upon our understanding of literature with adding in rhetoric and argumentation, and then some different community action events. So we have lots going on. So without further ado, I'm going to walk you through this week. This week will be the first week where we start defining the rhetorical situation and starting to build our skills for rhetoric in how we can apply rhetoric in literature and how we can apply rhetoric in our everyday lives. So I'm going to walk you through this week. This is week 3, and guide you through some of the materials that I have for you. So on here, since this is an asynchronous course, a lot of the course material and the substantive interaction between myself and you is going to be built in like these videos, forum responses, that sort of thing, and my general feedback. So as I'm walking you through this week, I just want you to keep in mind that like I do put a lot of like resources and materials on here to help you understand material as you're going through. So if you struggle with some of the concepts like rhetoric or space cat, like feel free to peruse more of the material or look things up to try to get a better handle on it. If you need to talk to me in more detail, you can always do that. So this week, we're going to kind of jump away from literature. We're going to go into defining community, which is going to be the source of our first essay. And then we're also going to be talking about the rhetorical situation. So under week 3, January 27th through 31st, you'll see that we're focusing on readings and defining community today. The readings for this week, we will, in the Norton Field Guide to Writing, is chapter 40, Defining. Then generating text and ideas, arguing a position, and then the rhetorical situation section. And so there are 3 tasks this week. One is starting to build up our concept for our first essay, which is building resilient communities. And then rhetoric in real life, and then Adam Lanza's Mother, a space cat analysis. So as I walk through here are folder. This is a folder about rhetoric. It gets into a lot of detail about ethos, pathos, and logos. In there, you'll see that there are some videos and that go into a lot of detail about the notes. And as you go through, I also have a Space Cat rhetorical précis lecture here. What I want you to take away from that is that that's like if you are having trouble understanding the rhetorical situation, I do highly encourage that you watch me teach that because it goes into a lot of detail about what the rhetorical situation looks like. And so that gives a little bit more detail on what the rhetorical situation is. And then I also have the slides here and then some community articles to help you get started on your forum post. So the coursework for this week, you are going to have a forum post on defining community and what community means for you and for people around you. So like, how do you define it? And then in addition to that, there is a rhetoric and real life forum post where you have to pay attention to where you see examples of rhetoric after you do the reading. So like, how do you understand a genre, intended audience, what are the appeals, etc., that you see with that piece of rhetoric. And then the last assignment here is where you read a piece of writing, and you apply the concept of rhetoric to the writing on a graphic organizer. So it may take you an hour or 2 to kind of walk through rhetoric, walk through Space Cat to get a full understanding of it. But once you understand the concept and apply it, you will be a much better critical thinker as you move through. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and call it a week. I hope y'all have a great week. If you struggle with anything or if you need additional support or resources, touch base with each other and then touch base with me if you need it. Okay. All right. Happy week for you, everybody.